Alright. Alright. We are back. Back. So, there's a lot to go through on this trial. So let's open the handbook. Got some truth bullets. So we have the Monokuma file, which talked about all the injuries she had and how she was killed. The rec room door, which is really confusing because based on all the theories, we don't know how they were in the room. I have a theory, but I'm really confused by it if it's the case. Sakura's body was found dead. She was sitting in a chair. She got hit in the head and she had blood draining. The blood stain was found in front of the magazines. The polka dot candy wrapper that Ois Aoi said she took all the candies, but then we have the pocket trash that Toko had that looked exactly like the candy wrapper, so that does not look good for him. Glass shards on the floor of a broken bottle. Figure on the floor from the Monokuma bear. The Monokuma bottles and how they're established. It looks like they're most powerful, but if you notice, I think I actually know what the correlation is, because in the game of chess, you have the pawns, you have the rooks, you have the knights, which we saw, you have the bishops, and there's one more piece that's missing, which is the queen and the king. So the queen is not there, or the king is. I don't know which one isn't there, but one of them is missing. So it's very strange. The empty protein drink, which isn't talked about, the locker handprint, Aoi's account, which was that she asked everyone to be there, Byakuya's account, who Yu was asked to be there, Toko was asked to be there, but she wasn't there, pocket trash for, what's his face, the yellow powder was on her foot, which is really strange. Why does she have powder on her foot? Just still leading me more to my assumption, which I would be really strange out about. Her examination of her body, where she suffered 2 blows to the head and no blood was anywhere. The bottle experiment, where the one bottle was heavier. The dying message of Toko, but we figured out that she didn't have any blood in her fingers, so it couldn't have been her that wrote that. The chem lab shelf, which showed all the A's being in one spot, the B's and C's, other than the one C that was in the A slot. Source of powder was another poisonous one that was spilled on the floor. And then there was footprints in the powder, which, from what we know on this, must mean that it is Sakura's footprints. With that all being said, let's set our skills. We have 14 points, which means we can get handiwork, and I don't think we have any other skills right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to start class trial number 4 and find out who killed our lovely Sakura. Let's do it.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Kira seems really sure that one of the 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
No, that's wrong!
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's a good reason to suspect all 3 of them. then does that mean one of them did it? So we've got oh, here we go.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here.
No, that's wrong. Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From
Good, bud.
Sakura. It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Well, Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. The reason I know that is...
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Yeah, you lied.
Sudden hostility.
Well, we just talked. That's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You are hostile.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What does signing message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood.
How would he know that, though?
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
Yeah, but how did he see it?
See? See? Toko did it.
Yeah, but how did he see it?
Saying? No way! I didn't do it!
No, she didn't.
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Exactly.
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
He's looking really guilty. Huh, hold on. But when did Kyoko find the message when it was on the...
My God! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message in the investigation, in which case, it clearly contradicts what Hiro just told us.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
He said he was on the dying message when he first found the body, but at the time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
What's wrong? Did I say something weird?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying
God
message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
What the hell?
Shoot!
I'm confused.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Is it the shelf or is it what's before?
I can
Gonna run
tell
out of
you
hearts again.
exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Got it.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
He is.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
She didn't.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
20% of the time. Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura would have wrote that message. Oh, jeez. So he probably did it.